Hey everybody, today we are going to continue our foodmood app build. We're getting pretty far and most of the features are in here, but now we're starting to really get into how's it working, how's it flowing, how's the design, getting the details all wrapped up before we actually submit this to the app stores and get it out there for everyone. So right now I want to address a mess up that I had. So if we go down here to the waiting on other person screen, if you'll remember, this is the screen that shows up when somebody has gone through the deck of all their food choices, right? And they're done, but the other person in their session is still going through the deck. This is the screen they'll see, right? So they'll see this person is still deciding. When they're done, you can view your matches. And then we've got this button. It's called See Results. And right now it's filtered where it's showing, it's a list, right? So it's a list of sessions, and it's only showing when the completed decks in the session are greater than or equal to 2, meaning both people have finished filling them out, which is great. So that certainly works. However, this is showing for all sessions. So what happens is, and this is why it's important to test your app, because I was testing this with my wife and we did multiple sessions and then realized there were several see results buttons on this screen and it was hard to know which one to tap, and also really there shouldn't be more than one. So to solve for this, what we need to do is tie this into the current session. And as of right now, if we just wanted to add another filter, there's really not a way to tie it into our current session. So we need to add something that we can identify the current session with. That way we can only show that button. And this is pretty easy. What we can do is just set a session ID, similar to what we did with the users. So the users have this connection code and it's a unique code. I think we can just do the exact same thing for the sessions and just make sure that the IDs match for the current session on that button. So right now, when we are creating a session, we do that off this connections list. So we create a session and then link over to the new session, and under create session, I think that's where we'll add our ID. So let's go into the database and go over to sessions and add a property. And here we're just going to do a number property, and we can call this, let's just call it ID. Let's go down to our create new session action. And now we've got ID. What we're going to do is we're just going to go over to functions, and we're going to do this random between 0 and 1. Except instead of 0 and 1, let's do like 8 digits. So I'm gonna do 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. I think that was 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, okay. And then we'll put a comma and do the same thing with 9. Right? So what this is gonna do is get a random number between this and this. I don't even know what place this is in. I guess billion, 99, no, 99 million. Yeah, I think so. I really need commas. So anyways, we're gonna get the random number between those two. Click done on that. So now we're gonna be creating an ID, and for this see results button, we can just add another filter and go for ID is equal to the current session ID. Right? So now instead of showing a full list of results where both people have completed the decks, aka or you're seeing all of the past sessions where both of you have finished, you'll only see the current session show up with that see results button. So that's just like a quick cleanup item, but it is how you can filter this down, and an example of why you should test your app always before adding things. So hopefully this was insightful, but if you have any questions, please reach out.